Little lunchtime smoke with the cat, who's shedding like a son of a gun. Yeah, what's that about? You would have shed everything you could shed by now. God, I'm getting covered in fur. Have a nice day. We had our temperature moderate a little bit, so that makes it seem a little more like autumn, which is a little undesirable. I have too much to do here. And as I get older, it's funny, I just don't have quite the motivation, nor the ability exactly, but as I used to. Things just take longer. Smoking some Balkan Supreme in a 2014 Brian Doran. I don't know if that'll show up here. The exposure, I have too much backlight over there in the background. I know. Isn't that just how it is? Yeah. So I was down in Portland, the land of Antifa, over the weekend. It was funny. It was, I was kind of expecting to see tent cities everywhere. It's not like that. At least not where I was. And I was right close to downtown. I didn't go into true downtown. I avoid that whenever possible. And I avoided the freeway, so I was on, the major north-south side roads. On the bike. It was fun. Had a great little weekend visiting everybody in the bike club. And, those relationships that you have that are like kind of casual like that, where they're solid, but they're not all that often. Those kind of relationships in particular, you have to kind of maintain by just showing up, So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And great riding roads down there, south of Portland. Yeah. Sheesh. You are just shedding like crazy. So I was at a fire commissioner meeting last night, and they are kind of retreating back, enforcing a masking mandate and so forth. So, yeah, stuff's kind of getting a little more serious down in the south. There are no beds. Up here there were no beds occasionally too. It was more a staffing problem than a lack of beds, but what's the diff? If you don't have the nurses to staff the beds, you can't put people in them. So we'll see how this all shakes out. Okay, get down. Oh God, I'm covered in fur. Eesh. And then, yeah, I know. It's because you're so freaking hairy. So, on the way back out of Portland, I stopped and visited a guy from the bike club who no longer rides. He's in his 80s. And I talked to him on the phone occasionally. Not very often. Stopped in. We spent 4 hours sitting there talking. It was just so much fun. It's just, I love that kind of socializing. It's the core of who I am, I guess. And that's true about the bike club too. Yeah, we ride motorcycles. Yeah, we go camping and, have fun and do all that. But really, it's the relationships that are the key there. So otherwise it'd just be a meetup group, and you'd just meet up, you'd connect on the internet, meet up, do a ride, and never see each other again. So it's those longer term relationships that actually have a lot of meaning. Yeah. So Roy was hauling out pictures, and we're looking at pictures from back in the early '80s. There was one Mount St. Helens where they were on a motorcycle ride on, I think it was May 18th, when Mount St. Helens blew, and they're all covered in ash. So, they heard the big boom. They weren't right down there, but yeah, coated the whole Northwest in ash. So, kind of fun to reminisce. And a lot of those people are gone. They're just they're just not here anymore. So a photograph kind of pulls up a little bit of them. So it's kind of magical, actually. It's like, wow, who was that? Oh yeah, I knew him. So do people live on in their photos? No. But our memories of them allow them to continue in a way. So that's kind of cool. And I think that's the striving for an immortality project. For a lot of folks, it's their kids. And so, this truck noise up on the main road here, it just dies down to nothing at night. It's super quiet here at night. So I'm always kind of surprised, like, wow, it's kind of loud here. But yeah, for a lot of people, their kids are their immortality project, and I think it's something of them that carries on, and that's a reassurance somehow. So for other people, it's like school teachers, it might be knowing that the kids you had made a change, and they are carrying that on, maybe. For some people, it's writing a book. For some people, it's, I don't know. It's kind of a mind trip more than anything, more than a reality trip, I would say. That immortality project idea, because all we have is this very present moment. Everything else is just a memory or a fantasy other than the present moment. And so I think for a lot of us, we just spend our whole lives in either remembering or dreaming and not really paying attention to this present moment, and that's all there is. So an immortality project might give you in your mind a little comfort, say, that I think humans have a little problem with non-existence too, actually. I don't know if our minds can really truly comprehend that. I know I have a lot of trouble with that. So to genuinely confront that is maybe not very workable. So an immortality project gives us some comfort. Perfect day to be out in the field this afternoon. So I think we're going to be measuring for speed bumps in some of the housing developments. That'll be kind of a new experience. So that's why I love my job. I mean, it's just filled with new stuff all the time. That's great. So